Cancer is a major public health problem in the United States and many other parts of the world. 1 in 4 deaths in the United States is due to cancer. This video was taken in 2011 of Relay for Life in Weatherford, Oklahoma. Please take some time to watch and share this documentary to make this year's Relay for Life a success.
Right now I'm playing John Little, so don't worry about the whole get up right there. We'll learn more about that later. But we're here because of the survivors and because we want to facilitate more surviving because of this great evening.
Hi, we're at Relay for Life in Weatherford, Oklahoma. This is the Ladies Petroleum Club booth. We are selling barbecue sandwiches and t-shirts.
Hey, we're TKE. We're here at Relay for Life. We're selling some baked goods tonight, some posters, some Athletic Association posters, some TCAT shirts. You want to support cancer and you want to support TKE, my TCAT shirt. We got our guys out here tonight and we're just here to show our love.
My name's Mark Landers and we're work at the cafeteria here on at Swaslu. We're called Duke's Crew and we are making keychains and bracelets.
We've made this chair, and it's all made from hand woven, and we're silent auctioning it off tonight. So come by and check it out.
My name is Jane Cole, and I'm from here in Weatherford. I was first diagnosed with a leukemia called hairy cell leukemia in 1994, and stayed in remission for, I was 6 weeks from being 10 years in remission, and it came back. So I went through chemo again and various other options, and I've been in remission and again the second time since 2007. So we have 2 victory reports. Oh, I don't know what you do without family and God. Them combined pretty much get you through it. In 1994, of course, I had smaller children. One was an 8th grader and one was a senior in high school. So I missed some of his senior activities, which is kind of sad. But they were understanding, and my son was a senior football player, and I missed some major football games with him. And when we finally had the Clinton-Weatherford game, it was a big game for him, and he actually made arrangements with the principal in Weatherford to get my car so he could drive me up close to it, and so I could see the football game. So he went through all of that just so I could see him play the Clinton-Weatherford football game. So because I couldn't be around anybody for a long time because of the low white blood count, stuff like that. So they were very supportive of me, and I think it's always harder on the family than it is the person going through it. When it was me, I felt like, yes, I knew what I was going through, but when it's your husband or your wife, man, they just feel so helpless sometimes. And I really think it's just as hard on the family members as it is anybody else. So. Well, if nothing else, it gives you camaraderie of someone else is going through it too. And the first time I went to one of the Relay for Life was probably in about 1995. It was right after I was went through the first chemo, and we were out in a football field at the high school, and we had so much fun, and it kind of took away the problems, and I didn't realize we could have so much fun. I don't think what I thought before would be a sad thing, but it's not, and it's just to get together and see that there are a lot of other people that have been survivors for a long time. Even 10 years ago, the difference between 1994 and 2007, when I went through the chemo, there's exactly the same chemo, but the technology had improved a lot. It's totally different. I was in the hospital for 15 days the first time, where the second time I wasn't in the hospital at all.
Based on the most recent 5 years of mortality data, the overall cancer death rate decreased by 1.8% per year in males and 1.6% in females. These declines have been consistent since 2001 and are larger than those occurring in the previous decade. There is hope, just like Jane said, and it's because of family and God. Losing my grandmother to cancer was hard for my family, but because God is good, we know that she is in a much better place.
We're Chi Theta, and tonight we're doing the Xbox with the Kinect hooked up to it, so come on by and try it out.
We're selling some Call of Duty tickets over here at the Southwestern booth. SWASU booth, man, I can't even talk. We're selling some SWASU cut. I am terrible.